Hey everyone, welcome to the 62nd and final tutorial on my channel for Python. In today's final tutorial, we're going to take a look at closures in Python. Last time, we took a look at generators and iterators. But today, we'll be taking a look at one of the most confusing concepts in Python, and those are known as closures. To begin the foundation for closures, we need to understand one concept or one fundamental. That is, in Python, functions are actually objects. So this means functions can be assigned to variables, they can be passed around and can be returned from other functions. For example, def greet return hello. Now x is equal to greet and print x, and if I run the code, the colon, and run the code, as you can see, it gives us hello. Here, x is not a copy of the result, but it's actually a reference to the function itself. So Python treats functions the same way it treats numbers or strings. This flexibility is what makes closures possible. To really understand closures, we need to play around with the functions a little bit more. We'll take two functions, but we'll not separate them. We'll keep one inside the other. To make it easier for us, we'll name our functions outer and inner. So we have def outer, and inside that, we'll put def inner, and inside the inner function, we'll return inside inner, and for the def outer, as you can see, the way the indentation works, this thing is indented after this space, so it's under def inner, and this thing is put over here, which is directly under def inner, which means it cannot be part of def inner, so it's part of def outer, and I return inner, right? And this is like quite normal scoping behavior, and so far nothing unusual is happening. If I run the code, no error, no anything. But instead of calling the inner function, we'll try to return it, which we're going to do over here, return inner. Now we'll just do this, func is equal to outer. Remember, we can return functions because they're literally objects. They're not anything special, so they're returnable. Print func, and if you run the code, as you can see, outer has finished running, but inner still works. The function still exists outside its original scope. So wait, let's slow down a bit. We'll rewrite the code again, but we'll go more deeper into it and make it easier for us to understand. Over here, we'll take a parameter called message, and we'll just put message over here and inner. So outer, and we'll make this hello. With the double quotes, and print func. If you run the code, it gives us hello. So let's break down what should happen. The outer function is called, and it's outer hello. So message is the local variable of outer, and outer finishes execution, and normally the local variable disappears when a function ends. But when we call hello func, it still prints hello. So the real question is, even though we printed message, why didn't the message get destroyed yet? Here's what Python is actually doing. The inner function uses a variable, and that variable, which is message, belongs to the outer function. Python does not discard the outer function variable when the function ends, but it attaches the variable value directly to the inner variable object. So the inner function is no longer just code. It becomes part of the outer function. Now, let's define a closure precisely. A closure is defined when a function is defined inside another function. The inner function uses variables from the outer function. The outer function has finished execution, like over here, it has finished executing hello, but still the inner function has access to those variables. So Python does not copy the variable, it just refers it. That means each closure can store different values. So if I change the code over here, we keep it the same over here, but we'll make a change over here. A is equal to outer, hi, and B is equal to outer, by, and then we go to the end, print A and print B. Now, if I run the code, as you can see, A remembers hi and B remembers B. So it's the same function, but it's all in different enclosed memory. There you go. This marks the end of the series of Python tutorials on my channel. From now on, I'll be moving on to different computer science related content such as AI, Python tips and tricks, and other difficult concepts in Python. So stay tuned for the next video, and goodbye.